think your cat actually considers you their mum or dad. Here's the hard truth. Most owners completely misjudge this bond. The genuine indicators aren't what you'd expect. It's not about them trailing behind you, napping nearby, or begging for dinner. Felines demonstrate this connection through far more subtle behaviours. Miss these cues, and you'll never recognise the profound way your cat actually perceives you. Let's dive into the signal that nearly everyone fails to notice. 1. They push their paws rhythmically into you right before sleeping. Ever questioned why your cat repeatedly presses their paws against your body just as they're drifting off? People often call this making bread and think nothing more of it. But what's actually occurring in that instant carries deep emotional significance. Newborn kittens press against their mother's stomach to encourage milk production. This represents one of the earliest learned behaviours in any cat's existence, a pure instinct connected directly to security, warmth, and protection. Here's the fascinating part. Cats stop nursing, but they never abandon this pressing motion. When your grown cat settles onto your lap, rhythmically pushes their paws against you, and gradually lets their eyelids droop, they're recreating a ritual that was originally intended only for their mother. This isn't mere fondness, it's a biological pattern that signals to their entire system, I'm protected, I'm where I belong, this human means safety. Research in animal behaviour journals confirms that felines maintain specific kitten-like actions exclusively around their primary human companion. This paw-pressing ritual stands among the clearest demonstrations. Sure, certain cats might press on a cosy throw or unfamiliar warm surface, but the complete ceremony, the methodical movements, the drooping eyelids, the rumbling purr as they surrender to sleep against you, that sequence belongs to whoever makes them feel most secure. That's not casual comfort. That's your cat declaring you're their sanctuary. And if that revelation caught you off guard, hold on for the final indicator at this video's conclusion, because there's something your cat does with their gaze that owners witness daily without grasping its true meaning. 2. They vocalize toward you, but stay silent around other felines. Have you observed that your cat constantly meows in your direction, but rarely produces that noise around fellow cats? And most assume vocalization is simply feline nature, but actually it's almost exclusively reserved for humans. Wild adult cats seldom meow to each other. They hiss, they snarl, they chirp, they communicate through posture. Meowing is what baby cats do to capture their mother's focus. A "come here, I need you" cry designed for a single relationship. As felines mature, they typically abandon this sound entirely, unless they share their life with you. Scientists studying domestic cat communication discovered that house cats create a distinctive vocal repertoire specifically crafted for their owner. Your cat isn't randomly crying out. They've constructed a private language literally designed just for you. They've figured out which pitch catches your attention, which tone results in meals, which particular sound prompts you to respond. Yes, none of this happens accidentally. This represents a communication framework built upon the identical foundation of a kitten summoning its mother. Consider this carefully. Strangers might receive an occasional meow, but the complete range, the specific pitches, those 3 a.m. conversations that seem pointless, that's something your cat developed over time exclusively with you. Each time they use it, they strengthen a connection that began the instant they determined you were worth communicating with. Hey, if this content is shifting your perspective on your cat right now, smash that like button and subscribe to Cat's Curio. Let's share this with fellow cat owners who have no clue their cat selected them ages ago. 3. Your cat welcomes you like you disappeared for weeks. Or ever returned home after barely 20 minutes and watched your cat race toward you as though you'd returned from battle? Their tail rockets upward, the chirping begins. Perhaps they weave their whole body through your legs before you can even set anything down. Most people chuckle and move on, but what's truly occurring represents one of the strongest indicators your cat views you as their parent. Baby cats greet their mother using this identical routine. The vertical tail signals the clearest expression of excitement and trust in feline body language. Those chirps and trills are sounds young cats specifically direct toward their mother, not toward other grown cats. And that full body weaving? It's more than warmth. Your cat carries scent glands across their cheeks, sides, and tail base. When they thread between your legs, they're reapplying their scent onto you, declaring, "You belong to me and everyone should recognize it." Behavioral research reveals cats display notably more bonding behaviors toward their primary caregiver, following even brief separations. Your cat isn't being theatrical. Their nervous system genuinely registers your absence. Upon your return, their body reacts exactly as a kitten responds when its mother returns to the den. You're not merely someone entering the house. You're the person their entire being was awaiting. 4. Your cat shadows you constantly. Why does your cat demand to occupy whatever space you're in, even when nothing remotely interesting happens there? You enter the kitchen, they're at your heels. You move toward the bedroom, they've somehow arrived first. Close the bathroom entrance and suddenly a tiny paw slides beneath it like a fuzzy little negotiator. Owners typically assume curiosity or food expectations drive this behaviour, but the actual explanation runs considerably deeper. In nature, baby cats trail their mother constantly. Not from desire, from necessity. A kitten wandering alone is a kitten facing danger. That impulse to remain near whoever provides protection is programmed from day one. For a house cat who perceives you as their parent, that programming remains permanently active. What intensifies this revelation is that cats are fundamentally independent creatures. They don't trail just anybody. If your cat shadows you between rooms, they're not being clingy or desperate. They're executing the identical survival instinct that preserved their life as babies. And their mind tells them, remain near whoever guards you. That person is you. This isn't dependence. It's the most profound trust a waking cat can demonstrate. They've concluded that wherever you exist represents the safest location in the entire home, not the sunny windowsill, not the comfortable couch cushion. You. 5. Your cat rests directly beside you. Have you pondered why your cat possesses countless cozy options throughout your home, yet consistently chooses to sleep pressed firmly against you? They own beds, throws, window perches, that cardboard box they're mysteriously attached to. Yet when genuine sleep arrives, they seek you out. This carries more weight than people understand. Sleep represents the absolute most defenseless condition any cat experiences. In wilderness settings, a sleeping feline is an exposed feline. Every survival instinct commands them to locate the most concealed, most guarded position possible before closing their eyes. When your cat deliberately sleeps beside you, they're making a choice that contradicts millions of evolutionary years. They're announcing, I trust you beyond my own hardwired instincts. Baby cats sleep heaped upon their mother and littermates because that's maximum safety. The body heat, the heartbeat, the familiar smell, all signals protection. Research from attachment behaviour studies found approximately 65% of felines exhibit secure bonding patterns toward their main caregiver, reflecting identical dynamics observed between kittens and mothers. When your cat nestles against your leg at dawn or wedges between your arm and torso, they're not simply getting comfortable. Their nervous system recognises, this represents the safest spot in my entire world. You're not just warmth to them, you are their nest. 6. They gaze at you and gradually shut their eyes. Recall when this video opened promising one thing your cat does with their eyes that most owners witness constantly yet never truly understand. This is that moment. You're lounging on furniture, perhaps reading, perhaps streaming something, and you glance toward your cat. They're simply watching you. Then deliberately, unhurriedly, they close their eyes and reopen them. Most people barely register it. Some believe their cat is merely drowsy. But what transpired in that heartbeat represents one of the most significant gestures any cat can offer. Within feline communication, when sustained eye contact paired with narrowed or closed eyes constitutes the supreme display of trust. A cat who watches you and gradually blinks is communicating. I feel so protected with you that I'll willingly blind myself in your presence. For an animal whose complete survival hinges on constant alertness, that gesture isn't minor. That gesture is everything. Scientific research confirms cats are substantially more inclined to slow blink toward owners than unfamiliar people. Moreover, when owners return the slow blink, cats respond with increased affectionate behaviour. This means it's not one-directional, it's dialogue. Your cat expresses, "I trust you." When you blink slowly back, you're answering, "I trust you too." Most owners have participated in this silent conversation for years without ever recognising its profound meaning.